So I talked to, he reached out the day I entered. So I entered the last day of the transfer portal. I entered that morning. He reached out a couple hours after that. We got on a Zoom call, talked it up, and wrapped things up pretty quickly.
What was his quote-unquote pitch to you?
Man, just having the chance to take the keys over a program that's trending in the right direction. You know, it's like the next episode.
Uh-huh.
You know, the when you're binge watching a show, the next episode is usually the best episode, right? Always. So we're trending in the right direction. I'm trying to hop on the train and take this place somewhere and do something special.
Since you put it that way, how would you compare the Georgia basketball program to maybe your favorite TV show? Is there a comparison out there for you?
I don't really watch much TV, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
What has been the biggest adjustment for you since you got here?
Man, everyone's crazy big-time athletes over here. Not to knock where I was coming from, but it's totally different. Just playing with a bunch of dudes who have potential chance to be pros and stuff. So it's really fun. It makes me better. I make them better. We make each other better. It works.
Coming from a winning program,
Mm-hmm.
what were some of the lessons you took from being there that you hope can translate down here at Georgia?
For sure. St. Mary's is very militant, very organized, very structured. I love everything about it. The things you can learn from there build structure to build on anything, really. Being very time committed, having organized schedules and everything, and it just makes you. But I became a better person coming from St. Mary's.
On that note, Coach mentioned you do have that NCAA tournament experience. How are you able to bring that here? What are some things that you do?
Yeah, I've been in college 2 years. I've been in tournament 2 years, so I know what it looks like. I don't know any better, actually. So just taking the things I've learned from St. Mary's and in my college career, the winning culture, the winning mindset, and bringing that to my team and my teammates.
Yeah, how do you bring that to your team?
Man, just letting them know what things look like, whether that's recovery, post-practice mindset, film study, how drills should look effort-wise and all. And then a big thing is communication, getting all the guys to talk, getting myself to talk because I can still get better at that, but things like that for sure.
How would you describe the chemistry that's been built so far on this team?
It's actually very special. I've been a part of a handful of teams, and we've gelled together really well. Usually the best teams are the most connected. Like, we all hang out off the court. We're all cool. We gel pretty well because most of us are transfers. We're all new. But our chemistry is amazing so far.
I know you've got an exhibition game coming up, but just as far as learning your teammates, learning their weaknesses and strengths. Now, you've been at it a while now.
Mm-hmm.
What have you kind of picked up from that, and as far as how your game will kind of fit into what you see out there on the court right now?
Yeah, so I like to get others involved. I like to show off my passing ability, and with these players I got around me, it makes it that much easier. I could throw it anywhere towards the rim, and someone will catch and dunk it. So that part's pretty fun. We got a bunch of great shooters around me as well, so should be interesting.
What have you seen from the shooters this year? I mean, the perimeter game at Georgia has not always been one of their strengths, but what have you kind of seen from that in the short time you've been here?
Yeah, that might be our strength this year.
Yeah.
You know, everyone can shoot it, and everyone can shoot at a high clip, a high rate. So it should be exciting.
You talked about gelling, and I want to ask specifically about the backcourt because you're one of the few new pieces. What have been your impressions on the backcourt and also, too, the getting on the same page with everybody on the court?
No, we got a deep backcourt this year. We got a lot of guys who can go, a lot of different guys, so that's cool. You know, we all do different things from each other, so it should work. It should work.
You mentioned gelling away from the field. What are some of the things, or up the court, what are some of the things that y'all do?
Man, usually we all just get together at someone's house, watch the games, you know, or come support the football team, or just go out as a team, you know, just have fun together.
We talked about Smurf. I think that was last week. What has struck you the most about his game? What he brings to this team?
Man, he's a dog, man. I didn't know he could really guard. I didn't know he's like. I played him last year actually, St. Mary's when he's at UTSA. So I ended up playing him. So I knew him before. I know a lot of his people. A lot of his people know me. So familiar face, but no, he can really guard. That surprised me the most.
What do you remember about that game against UTSA?
I remember we won, for sure. I remember we won.
Have you reminded him?
Yeah, of course, of course.
When your name has come up with Coach White, he's brought up a couple times your assistant turnover ratio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's sort of your mindset as far as taking care of the basketball and how you do that so well, how you did that so well at St. Mary's?
I try not to think about it. You know, I kind of just do my job, go out on the court and do what's expected of me. And that's, that's kind of just how it goes. I haven't turned the ball over much. I continue to not turn the ball over that much, and yeah.
We look at Blue as one of the older guys on this team and the guy that's now been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
How much has he helped you as someone who's new to Georgia, just fitting in
Yeah, no, he's very consistent. You know, he has his routines, and I kind of got to pick up off that from him. Like I have my own routine every day before practice. I got to get my juicy watermelon in, you know, get my Gatorade Zeros in, get my stretching in. But no, kind of just looking at him and how he approaches things with his routine and stuff like that, I've been able to take from that.
Mike,
Go ahead.
Mike said that Justin Bailey brings some intensity, toughness. What are some ways that you've seen him do that?
Yeah, no, Justin Bailey's a really, really good player. I wouldn't say he's like your Royal Highness or anything. No, I'm playing. But he comes from a winning culture as well, a winning program, so he also knows what it looks like. So, and he's also my roommate, so we kind of be able to connect off that. And no, he's a dog as well, for sure.
How has that kind of helped as two transfers to get the room together and kind of get to learn this?
I mean, he's a senior, I'm a junior, so like the whole college thing isn't new to us. But you know, we are new to Georgia, so we kind of got to experience it together. You know, find some food spots together, go around the town, figure it out, kind of together. So it's been easier for both of us.
You guys are closing in on your first exhibition. When you look to that exhibition, what do you guys want to accomplish? What do you want to get out of a chance to play somebody else?
Man, well, when you take these exhibition games, you kind of try to take it with a grain of salt. You know, the win or loss doesn't necessarily matter, but you do want to win. I think what's big for us is we just want to execute like what we've been building on our entire summer. You know, we want to finally put it out there against another opponent and make it work, make it look nice.
Man, it's been a fantastic voyage for sure. These guys, great group of guys, very talented, funny. We've already, you know, gathered a lot of memories already. So,
Who's the funniest on the team, man?
man, the list is long. Kareem Stagg, definitely number one.
Kareem, okay.
Yeah, definitely. Who else? Jeremiah Wilkerson.
Yeah.
Santos got a little bit of character in him too.
Santos kind of sneaky though, ain't
Yeah,
he, man?
he's sneaky,
You wouldn't
yeah.
think of-
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Be all serious all the time.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Justin, going back to when you were in the portal, what was it about Georgia that drew you here to mention this where you want to come?
Definitely, I'll just say like we're very family oriented. Coach White, I think, does a great job of making sure that everybody is involved. Everybody plays a huge part, a huge role in everybody's individual success. So that's what stuck out to me the most for sure.
What's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make since getting there?
Biggest adjustment I'd say is the pace of play, and also stepping into that leadership role, being more vocal, talking more, trying to encourage my teammates more. That's what Coach White, Coach Dean, they're expecting me to do. I've been to the tournament before, so just making sure I encourage those guys.
What do you feel like you took from having made a tournament earlier, just that you feel like you can apply here?
Definitely just the mental aspect of it, trying to get my teammates to understand that it's just take it one day at a time. The more consistent you are with your preparation, the way that you approach these games, practices, film, everything, it all matters leading up to March Madness. Like, don't get too high, don't get too low, stay level-headed, and you'll be fine.
About the part about just playing on this little higher level competition now, as far as I don't know, do you feel like you need to prove yourself in any kind of way along those lines because you're going to play some most tough teams
Yeah,
this year?
for sure. There's always ways of improvement. I think that's kind of what's gotten me here. It's just my competitive edge. I'm trying to improve something every day. So I think playing on this SEC level, I felt like I've always been capable of playing here. Now it's the only thing I like to do is to go out and do it.
On that note, what stood out about playing Tennessee in terms of playing in the SEC?
The physicality, for sure. And they were big. They were humongous. So definitely that, but I enjoyed it.
Going back to when you were at Wofford, you had a lot of success as a three-point shooter. What do you feel like is the secret to that success, and what will it take to carry it?
Yeah. The secret to it, I definitely say, is just preparation. I definitely just spend as much time as I could on the basketball court. It's also, like I said, a mental part of it as well. Even if you miss one, believe that the next one's going in. So
How much do you want that to be a part of your game here, as far as being a three-point
Yeah, it's got to be huge for sure. Hopefully, I shoot over 40%, and I think I can. We got a great group of shooters as well. I think Coach White did a great job targeting shooters, guys who lead, guys who can defend as well. So I think I can bring that to the table.
We had a chance to talk to Jordan Ross a few minutes ago. What have been your impressions of him and what he brings to this team?
Yeah, that's my roommate. That's my guy. So he's a great leader in itself as well. He's a defender because he won defensive honors as well in his conference. And then he's a great passer as well. Great IQ, good in the pick and roll. Just a great guy too.
How have you seen him be a leader so far?
You said what?
How have you seen him be a leader so far?
Just being vocal, pulling guys to the side during film or before and after practice, during practice, and just telling them, like, the X's and O's. If they messed up, it's okay. Get to the next play. I think that's what allows our team to mesh so well, so quickly, is that no one's holding back anything. Like, we're very transparent with each other, and I think we're getting to the point where we're all taking criticism very well.
A lot of new guys as a part of this backcourt. What have been your impressions of the guards and what you guys bring to the table?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, just your thoughts on the backcourt, especially because there are a lot of new faces among the guards.
We're definitely going to be electric. Picking up 94 feet, defense is something that we're focusing on. Guys can put the ball in the bucket, and like I said, shooting as well. Shooting is going to be electric this year.
You guys are closing in on your first exhibition. When you look to that, what do you want to get out of that? What do you feel like this team needs to accomplish to try to make the most of it?
Yeah, I'd say as many reps offensively, getting to our actions, and also just everyone having that energy. What's that going to look like the first time we actually play somebody differently than ourselves? How is that going to look like? Are guys talking on defense? Are we getting to our spots? Are we running? Little things.
We always, when we hear that people are roommates, got to ask, who's the clean one? Who's the one leaving the mess?
Oh, yeah. I'd say I'm the clean one. I'm always cleaning up. J. Ross, he helps too, because he did bring half the supplies. So I could be that. Yeah.
Coach previously talked about your defensive intensity and your toughness. Where does that come from for you?
I think that just comes from, obviously I was under-recruited out of high school. I've always been labeled as a dog, someone that has to work. I just try and do the little things. So I think it just came from an early age, being competitive. I enjoy defending people just as much as I enjoy putting the ball in the basket. So
Learning to be, you mentioned, be a good defender. That's something that you have to learn to play. Because everybody, play basketball. Everybody wants to score.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to do this
yeah.
and that. You have to teach yourself in a way to enjoy that aspect of the game.
I think you kind of do, because it's it's hard. I was talking to my teammate about this. Like, everybody can put the ball in the hoop, but what's going to separate, you from the other, 500? How many kids is playing basketball?
Yeah.
It has to be something. It has to be an outlier. So
Yeah.
once I figured it out, I'm like, okay, it kind of clicks. So I just take pride in it because that could possibly get me to the next level. So, yeah.
At which point do you feel like that did click for you?
Yeah, I'd say definitely my second year in college, because I spent 2 years at USC Upstate, and then at Wofford it just kind of took off. Won all SEC not SEC, but all defensive honors in the SoCon, and I'm looking to do the same in this league as well. So